Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me get this up and running. Okay. All right. Top of the afternoon to you. Top of the afternoon to you. And I want to say one I've been running since this morning, which is okay by me. It's okay by me. And hold on just a second. But I wanted to come to you and I wanted to make sure that you got this update. And I wanted to hold on. I wanted to make sure that you got this update in regards to Wharton ISD. I see the little funny comments being made, but right now I'm fighting for the lives of 3 kids that's just being ran through the ringer. And somebody typed that I took an L. No, I ain't took the L. I know who finna take it, and they're gonna take it in grand fashion. So when you think he's being quiet, we ran him off, he's this, he's that. Okay, I get it. I get it. Your mind frame is not where it needs to be, but I definitely get it. While you're out in Mayberry, that's because that's how some people act in Mayberry, or either you're in Hazard County and think that Superintendent O'Gwen is boss hog, not clearly understanding me, that I don't stop. So I wonder, what were you doing yesterday when he had 14 separate complaints dropped off at his doorstep? When he act like he didn't want to accept them because he didn't know who wrote them. Well, guess what? According to TEA guidelines, it doesn't matter who wrote them. The only thing you needed to do was stamp them, which you did not want to do. Another violation. And every time you do something, I'm constantly documenting and filing the complaints. So when it's all said and done, for those that want to play the game and joke and, so-and-so ran Monroe out of, man, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, man. And I want you to hear me. Don't nobody run me from nowhere. Nowhere. You playing Facebook games? I get it. That's all you got to do. Can you read on my grade level? Can you write a term paper can you do that? In MLA form, can you do that? Can you be a few classes away from your bachelor's degree? Can you do that? So my name is Gary Monroe. And if you want to attach Martin Luther King to it, then I know how you feel about him. So I probably feel the same way about Cesar Chavez. What you don't want to do is get into a pissing match with me. You're going to lose it. But let's talk about this L I took. Let's talk about this L that I took. I want to show you guys something. Let me open a page. Let me open another page. I'm going to see if I took L. I'm going to see. Let's see. I'm opening up another page. So I got to open this up. All right. That's what we need to open. Y'all sit tight for a second. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, come down a little bit more. Come down a little bit more. Okay. Here's your, let's go down here. Bear with me for a second, man. I got multiple clients. Let's see. Did I send it? I'm looking for a document. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. So I'm going to share a page with you, and I want you to pay special attention to it. So for all of those down in Wharton that is used to the way that you are treated and the way that they do business, oh, I got a letter from the board attorney. The same lady I destroyed in the level 3, in the same meeting where they didn't want to answer questions. I want to make sure that let me go back. Let me exit this full screen. So what I want to do is I want to make this just a little bit bigger. Okay. So now we're going to go down. This ain't what I showed you last time. I want to stop right there. That's called a docket number. That means you have a docket number to go into a courtroom. So every question that board would not answer that night, every question that attorney would not answer, now you get to answer it in a court of law. So while you sitting there, you thinking Monroe done took this L. I don't take L's at all. What I do is I cause problems. And in Wharton right now, you have several problems. See, documentation rule the nation. And this from Gary Monroe, Martin Luther, as you call me. But documentation rule the nation. So now you have state complaints. You have civil complaints. You have Office of Civil Rights complaints. You have federal complaints. Sit down with them today. You got major problems. Let me give you some more. You got UIL problems now. And all because we want to protect a grown person or grown men that attacked a student. You got CPS problems now. Your superintendent didn't look very happy yesterday when those documents were dropped off to him. He didn't look very happy when he got that certified mail that he had to answer in less than 10 days. And you're not going to be very happy when you have to send that local record that I tore apart that night in for discovery. So I don't take L's, because if I lose, the kids lose. And in this matter, the kids ain't gonna lose. So I want you to understand what I do every single day. When I wake up, I put the work in for children. Whether people like me or not, I come, I try to help. And if I see that I have to go over these people's head to accomplish the goal, then I will do it. So I'm going to tell you this. By the time that I am done, your school district will be under conservatorship, or either TEA is going to take it over. And guess what happens when TEA takes over your school district? All your board members are removed. You want to play this game. Oh, and by the way, you don't get your school district back for maybe, it'll take 3 to 5 years for you to go through the full voting process to put people back on the school board. I didn't start this, but I am going to finish it. So if you think you got the board wrapped around your finger, I told you last time, it's called divide and conquer. It's called divide and conquer. I don't take L's, my friend, because if I took L, none of the stuff I'm showing you would be being done. So how did I get it done so fast? Because I already knew what you were going to do. My plan B was ready. Oh, and you know what? I really just want to thank the people at TEA. Because when I filed a complaint, I got confused on a couple of things, and they walked me through it. They want you with a passion. See, you can't mess over God's children and think that God gonna sit quiet. You can't think that's what's gonna happen. So I choose not to engage some of y'all. I choose to do that. You know why? Because you don't have a platform. You have a few people that watch your page. I have millions. And I'm not going back and forth with some people that clearly don't get it. I'm gonna give you an example of how good I am. I'm in a conference this morning. I'm in a conference this morning at Pearland High School. 7 o'clock this morning. I've been moving since 7 o'clock fighting for kids. And they say, well, we found some weed in this young man's car and we're going to send him to alternative school for, what they say, 30 days. And I say, well, can you tell me the THC level in the weed that you found? Oh, well, they didn't test it. Oh, so they didn't test it, so you don't even know if that's weed that you found. Well, the police said it was weed, ma'am. I don't care what the police said. Well, they said they were going to send it off to get tested, but that takes 6 to 8 months. Well, ma'am, my client is a senior, and if it takes 6 to 8 months, we'll wait for the results to come back. But in the meantime, you're not going to book him for a weed charge. You're not going to suspend him because you said you found weed. Oh, well, we all been around the corner. Definitely we have. And I know it's 448 grams in a pound. It's 453 when you put the plastic bag on it. Please don't weigh it on a digital because it might uncalibrate. Only weigh your pound of weed on a triple beam. So guess what happened? We're going to have to stop this meeting until we can get legal representation in the room. I recommend you do that because the bottom line is whenever you're dealing with children, the least restrictive punishment is what we should be looking at for a child that has no disciplinary record. So for those in Wharton that think that the regular is going to happen in this, that's not going to happen this time. You poked the bear. You poked him. So now I got to bless your game. I got to bless your game. And if you're comfortable losing everything because you poked the bear, just remember, I didn't start this, but I'm going to finish it. Let me go back and tell you, you got state problems, federal problems, UIL problems, CPS problems. You got all kinds of problems because we want to protect the adults that are wrong. We don't want to do what a board should have done, which is the right thing. So now I'm going to push the buttons. And I can promise you, you don't want a conservator. You know why? Because kids are going to have to come to school and learn. The teachers that are getting away with bloody murder, you're going to now have to teach. The superintendent is going to be monitored basically every single day by a conservator. The board will not be able to make shady moves anymore, but the ultimate goal is to get TEA to take over the school district, and now you can ask your people, why did we get into a fight with a monster? Because you thought that I was just some loudmouth Martin Luther that didn't know what he was doing. But by the way, that's one docket number. Would you like to see the other two? And they did it really, really fast. So please check on your superintendent. I know his days are starting to be very, very tough. All because they made a monster out of me. So guess what? I don't take L's. Oh no, I don't take L's. Maybe y'all take L's, but I don't take L's. Not Gary Monroe. I don't take L's. You wanted this smoke? I'm gonna give you just what the doctor ordered. And now you can look at your people and ask yourself the simple question: why didn't we stop when we had a chance? Trust me, I went after one principal. It took 3 years to get her, but you can best believe I didn't stop until I did it. I've gotten superintendents removed, and sometimes it takes a little bit, but I'm willing to go the whole 9 yards. So that's your update. And if you need to holler at me, inbox me. I got several pairs of Air Maxes because that's what I love wearing. But ain't nobody made me put them on and run nowhere. I don't run away from a problem. I handle them. And guess why I say this? I don't deal with problems. I eliminate them. Sit back and watch. Get your popcorn. This going to be good. This going to be good. Because now, in a court of law, in front of a judge, you will have to answer those questions. Last time I told you that's what I was going to do. Here's part 1 of your heart attack. There's your docket number. Let's get it in. And please bring another lawyer this time, because now I will destroy her in front of a judge. Oh, you're going to have to answer those questions. Guess what? It ain't nothing wrong with subpoenaing board members that violated F&G Local. Oh, well, that was a DAP placement hearing. But you did the whole process under F&G Local. You got a problem. And I'm your problem solver, baby. So guess what? You don't have to look for me. You don't have to think I ran anywhere. I don't run. I don't deal with problems. I eliminate them. Y'all have a good day, because I have to go finish making these 3 A's because I'm taking 18 hours this semester so that I can go on and finish and go to law school so I can be a prosecutor, so I can put some of you criminals in jail. Have a good day.